everybody, and welcome back to Arcangela's Gaming. Arcangela's here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Hoodwinked scenario. Guys, last time we were here, we were working on our new carryalls, door systems, I'm going to call them, just for lack of a better terminology. The bay doors which will house the Megalodon, and I have succeeded. Alright guys, before I continue, to remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, leave us that nice comment below. Alright guys, I know it is nighttime in the game. As you can see, I'm in the spectator mode, which is going to help us to visualize what's going on as if it was daylight, as in when the system decides it's going to catch up. So yeah, I haven't actually created groups and things like that yet, because frankly I've only just succeeded as of, well, what is to me last night. Okay, so we go up here, we got groups of 1 to 8. Yeah, BD is back door, FD is front door. I couldn't think of a better terminology for it. I mean, yeah, why not? It says it as it is on the tin. Yeah, that's the front, that's the back. We know what's what. Okay, so if I just go reverse, it's not exactly the smooth concept I wanted. I tried using the inertia tensors, but unfortunately every time I use the inertia tensors, it jammed up the works. Maybe I'm misusing the inertia tensors. I don't understand how they're meant to operate. So that's something for me to investigate at some point. But as you can see, they are lowering down quite nice and smooth. After that initial jagged, they sort of get a bit smoother, and then they get to a point where they get a bit jagged again. But it's okay. We can work with that. Alright, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now you're going to have to take my word for it, because we've got this huge wind turbine array that I've had to attach onto the Megalodon to power it up. I wanted to actually also have that on like a rotor or a hinge, but every time I tried doing that, everything went pear-shaped. The wind turbines would not work. They would just stay as if they were on a mobile grid, on a ship grid. So I don't understand why it thinks it's a ship, but it does. So we've got that working at the moment, trying to get the power back. I think it's going to take like another 8 hours or something, last time I checked. Going to the snub, and we're going to batteries. Where are we? 9 hours for the greenhouse batteries, about 10 hours for the manufacturing ones, and the snub is going to take 16 hours to fully recharge. So we've got an unknown signal over there, so I'm going to take the Valkyrie out for a spin. It's been a while since I used the Valkyrie, so let's get there. Hold on, where's it gone? Must have been on the countdown. Oh well. This is something I've been wanting to try. Now the Valkyrie is obviously smaller than the Megalodon. go. Flying through the guts of the carryall. Which one was it? Yep. The right one. Or correct one. Depending on the terminology. There we go. Put that all up. There we go. There. Had a bit of fun there at the same time. So, with all of this in place, we can now get the Megalodon in here. We've got a little bit of interest going on. We've got a stairwell that's going up when it catches up, and on the other side, at the moment, all we've got is we've got this giant pipe work. I'm thinking about adding in some other features, but I haven't got a clue what yet. I mean, what else would you need? I mean, there's got to be something in here that we could add, but that's going to be, I think that's going to be something for another time. We need to add in some sort of bridge concepts, you know, somewhere where we can command what's going on. Okay, so I mean, this is good as like just somewhere where we can just recharge a little, and you know, we can get an idea of what's going on with the bay doors and all that. But I think it's time for that cockpit to go. Okay. Let's work out how big this thing is again, because it's been a while since we actually have done this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here. So it's 29 wide. So what's that? 29, so that'd be 28, so that'd be 14, so 15 is the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So we're talking around about there. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now if each of these sides are 14, I want to have, let's see, let's work this out roughly. We have the bridge, say half of 14 is 7, so that'd be what, 8 wide each. So yeah, let's do that as a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want the edge of the bridge to be there. And the other one to be there. So we've got quite a big bridge on this thing. And I want it to overhang over the bay doors. So for that, let's see what we've got. Because I want something where we can look down and through, but I want it to be like heavy enough, as if we're walking, we can walk on it. So okay, let's have a look at the window wall. We use that. No, because the glass is in the wrong place. I need the glass to be on the top, so we can actually walk on it. Otherwise, it's going to be drop, you know, and that's not the idea. That's not the plan. mean, there's the window half, which is literally just a thin sliver. That wouldn't work. Neither would the bay windows. I mean, other than that, it's just really the round windows where I create something that has the appearance that I want. Let's think. What else is there? Is there anything else in this collection of bits and pieces and thingamajigs and what's-me-call-its that we can use? I don't think so. So I'm going to use this as a baseline for what I want to build. You grab it in the windows. Have a more angular looking build. Okay, so let's start with some 2x1x1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, if I had one there, one there, and then we go use the half blocks. If I can get to where I want to be. Actually, no, on this one, actually, I want to use the 2x1x1 base, and then here I'll use the half block, something like this, and then in here we can have some light armor block, and then we mirror it. Oops, wrong one. We mirror it on this side as well. So we do this, then we add in our windows. So do something like that. Then that creates the same sort of idea, but we can now walk over it. This is pretty much what I want, because I want to have one of those hanging cockpits, maybe here. So we're sort of like, you know, I don't know how high it'll be something like this. And then we just sort of like look down and see what's going on underneath. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, so I think next thing is actually to get those hanging control seats. Yeah, that's the one. Let's, for now, we'll build up a temporary structure. Get an idea of where these control seats will sit. Do we really want that high, or do we want them that high? Good question. Very good question. Yeah, I do want them hanging high. So I think, yeah, we have the control station there. And then we have the control seat over this one here. So there we go. And the idea is we can do something like that. So, oh wow, this does look nice. I like the way this seat is done. I like that analog gauge over there. I mean, that's pretty cool. And we've got something we can customize there. Oh, this is quite nice. I like this. Okay, let's have a look at this one now. It's in. Is it a similar jobby? Yeah, analog gauge, but none of that display stuff above us. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So. Yeah, I think we extend this out by another 2. I think that'll just do the trick nicely. So it's big enough to make it look interesting. I mean, we may decide in the near future we may decide to add some stuff. So let's get this built in first. Gets that in. Then the 2x1x1 base. Oh, what am I doing? Like I'm a block in the middle there. Right, quality. So it's given us the enough of a run out from the front of the
fuel low.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Fuel critical.
Oh dear. I didn't take care of my jetpack.
Your
Bugger.
Is low.
All right. I mean, that's the other thing I'm running out on, this hydrogen. That's the one I'm looking for. Frontier stew. Running out on battery, running out on power. I mean hydrogen, I mean. Running out of everything at the moment. Okay. I mean, I got it. Okay, catch up computer. Thank you. Not sure what it was processing. Oh. Forgot the suit lights. There we go. I mean, I suppose what we could have done is maybe we could have it come and then go up. Yeah, I'm starting to think that's what I should Should do. So, oh, idiot! I've got to pick up the drills. There's always something. There's always something I'm forgetting to pick up. I've got our hero, you know, legging it as best as he can. Just sort of goes to show the sort of scale that I'm working on here. I mean, I'm talking super colossal scale. Go big or go home, huh? I do find it funny though at times that despite the scale, I still can't get up a single set of stairs. Absolutely hysterical. Okay, there we go. I don't remember if I had any med kits. Doesn't look like it. No. But most of the time, for me, it's a case of you hit something. Oh, you're dead. Alright, so whoops, we got sunlight coming, which is great. Right, now we'll do what we set out to do. Let's get rid of these.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Sorry for going silent. Just sort of thinking about how. Actually, I'm going to bring that one back in. I was just thinking about how I go about what I do next. The question is, how do I add this? I'm gonna have to add in the structure here. Maybe I should have left it in the other one. Yeah. Is there any other way I can rotate this? No, so it's going to have to be like that. So that then brings that up like that. So we know how we're going to build this, and I do know about the radiation damage that is encroaching.
Inventory full.
Just trying to get this sorted out quickly while I can. And that creates our nice sort of little bay window concept. Now bringing it up from here, that's going to be the challenge. Alright, so we've got two storms happening. We've got a debris storm and we've got radiation. Oh God, this is a nasty storm. So this one I'm definitely going to have to sit out. There we go. Just got dangerous. Starting to come down. Oh. Use one of those anti-radiation things to help reduce the exposure more quickly. Oh well, but while we wait for this storm to pass, see what we got that's duplicated. And nothing to get rid of. Shame. Because I'm looking at uncommon stuff, but I need 20 tokens for that. Right, well, one of the storms has passed, at least. Console. Really do need a console which actually says what the weather is outside. I mean, I suppose so. No, I think I've got one in the next room. That's time. Oh, it's out there, isn't it? Oh, that was a little silly of me. No, I won't bother with that one. Gotta have another display around here somewhere, haven't I? Alright, apparently I don't. Anyway. Yeah, looks like it's clear. back to work. Oh, that is looking good already. Right. Let's add in these glass panels. Trying my best not to use my jetpack as much as I can. Okay, there we go. Let's get in our slope glass window. Get one in there as well. This one's going to be a bit more tricky. I think. I have no idea. Really don't. Huh. Okay. Now, because that is twice as thick, that needed to be twice as thick there. Then means it needs to be like that. To be like that. See if I can try and keep that bit at the same sort of height. And then do something like that, I guess. What the hell is that? Ooh. Okay. No, that's not the one. That's not the droid I seek. Damn it, I am getting you. You need to use my jetpack for this. Let's try and figure out what I'm doing in here. Yeah. So that allows us to have the same sort of underhang, I guess you could say. And then that allows us to have that reinforced structure look. So now if we go radiation resistance is beginning to fade. Okay. Yeah, that's the idea. But I'm now not comfortable with how narrow it is. It's too narrow. Or is it? Or am I just being silly? Because that does actually look good. I mean, after all, it's a heavy-duty carryall. It's got to look the business. And that certainly does. So, I think, yeah, that's going to stay as is. Having that sort of narrow look down, I think is okay. But I do think we do need a wider look out the front. So, I think it's going to be right, that is on level, so I think I'm going to need to... No, not that one, that one. Let's get that back in. Yeah, get the 2x3 in there. So we've got a that large viewport ahead of us. And then we can then sort of like have the sides come up, then go up and then over. If you know what I mean, it's that sort of idea. I want it to sort of roll over us. Sorry, tiredness in my eye there. Okay, so how am I going to do this? What's this going to look like? I suppose if I was to bring out like the fronts of those prongs and like by having it like the what's that 30 20 20 35 something like that degree, you know, the what do you call it, the light over slope 2 by 1 by 1 tip, yeah, yeah, that sort of idea, then have it sort of come up. I think that's going to be the way this goes forward. Okay, let's quickly get this in place. So that's going to look like that. Yeah, probably more like that. So these are going to have to be there we go. And I suppose I could alter these tips, have them as light armor slopes, so we've got that transition. I mean, I've been thinking about this actually for a while. I've been laughing with myself. The number of engines that's going to take to lift this thing off the ground is going to be phenomenal. But this is where those consolidation engines really sort of come into their own as a great mod. Actually, that does look pretty good, and then from the outside, yeah, we've got that sort of more of a, looks like a hand sort of jobby coming up the front, you know. Really am liking that. Oh, O2. There we go. Grab a bit of that life-sustaining stuff, and some oxygen would help too. Yeah, gotta have my cosmic coffee. Right, here on the other hand, just looking at this, I was thinking, if I do something like this, maybe makes it look like the glass work is being held in place properly. Oh, there's two. Okay. There we go. That's, yeah. That looks more the business. Yeah, it doesn't just look so. Yeah. Okay. Yes, loving this. Loving this. Starting to really look the way that I had it in my mind's eye. So let's see, how do we want to play? I want it to come to that point, and then I want it to come over and then down. So yeah, if I add in 2 by 1 by 1s. That panel. That panel needs to go in there. There we go. Right. So the sides are going to be the tricky bit to get them right. I know that that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I just want to get this front bit done first, and then the sides are sort of following from there. He says, hopefully. I mean, this structure here, that's probably going to change as we develop. Okay, so I think if I put in something like that, and then we can because then if we can then block it out. Sort of coming that way and have have sort of the fingers sort of curling back on themselves, if you will. How far back? I don't know how we're going to do that at the moment. What is that at the moment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I was thinking if I can get the right angle of dangle, bringing it down the back until it hits the deck. How's that going to look? Maybe something like this. Yeah. Then we can then have it just plow into the deck like that. I like that better. Sort of. Not so keen on this though. So what we could do is in here, we've got that bit there. Go back in here. Dunk, dunk. There we go. Sort of creates a bit more of a... Oh yeah. But... At least that brings that to the ground. Now, where's that in relation to this? Okay, that is a problem. Because ideally I want all of that canopied over so that we can then, you know, just come over and then we can just walk down here. Maybe with a bit of an airlock in here somewhere. Oh, let's finish making the bridge first. We can address that in a minute. Okay. Whoops. Huh? What the heck?
Your health is low.
What? Nah, what? Oh, come on. Right, okay, I'm going to reload that one because I've got no idea what I hit. Yeah, I'm confused on that one, guys. I don't know what I hit there. But tell you what, guys, I mean, we're coming up to the end of an hour. I'm going to continue playing around with this bridge design, getting everything in place. We've already got the start of something that's going to look great, in my opinion. I can't wait to see how it develops from here on out. You know, the things that we add, how we add them, etc. I've got some interesting ideas on how to get this thing to fly in atmosphere compared to where it flies in space. I'm thinking about having it as like two separate engine grids. One for atmospheric flight, that gets turned off as soon as we get to, I don't know, what's it on Earth, about 80,000 meters. Yeah, and basically that way if we use what they call the up thrusters, we don't suddenly rocket up. We have that gradual climb, rather, the same as we would then have with the down. It's a problem that I've experienced before and I've had to deal with. So yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult for us to resolve that. But we do have the beginnings of something awesome, and I'm excited to see how this progresses. So, yeah, thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll catch you next time on Acangelus Gaming.